All right, good evening, JCI USA. Sorry for the delay. My name is Heather Bardell, and I am your immediate past president for 2018. And you are joining me tonight for membership chapter success planning. I want to welcome the 15 of you who are here tonight. All right, we will go on and get started. Oh, there's me. For those of you who don't know me, I am covering for your membership development director, Justin Wutsky, who is in Denver at a social trying to start a new chapter with our national president for our during our LTU.
Hi, I'm Justin Wutsky. I'm the National Membership Development Director for JCI USA in 2018. And I challenge each of you to redefine the way you build relationships with fellow members and with other young active citizens in our communities so we can make a giant impact in redefining 2018 and for future generations tomorrow and forward.
All right, so tonight's webinar is going to go through how to plan your chapter successfully using the tools and programs through JCI USA. And those programs are Civic Leadership Certification, Chapter Plan of Action, a membership plan, and then, of course, strategic planning into the future. We will start with Civic Leadership Certification, which for those of you who are a little bit more seasoned members, this is the newer version of Blue Chip, and it is now on our database, jcmember.com. Move that out of the way. So throughout this section of the webinar, I want each of you to rate the overall health of your chapter. And if any of you are state presidents, just think about the overall health of the chapters that are in your state. Could your chapter run a successful project flawlessly if it is about 100 degrees weather outside and your chapter is in the perfect health? Does your chapter burst of intense project 2 to 4 times a year and just get very, very burned out? Or is your chapter shrinking in membership and there seems to be no life or activity in any form? The health of your chapter will completely determine the future of it. You want to make sure your current membership is participating and doing projects that they are passionate about, not just projects that you run over and over again, and that's the way you've always done it. You want to make sure that there are opportunities to socialize and become friends. Then they'll do the best. Then they'll do the rest of the work with innovative ideas from empowered mindsets. So what is CLC? Civic Leadership Certification serves as a guide or roadmap for running a healthy and effective, thriving chapter. It's a checklist to keep your chapter on track, get the most out of the tools, resources, and programs provided by JCI USA. It is very easy to participate in, and it's available on jcmember.com. There is a program manager assigned to it, and their email address is listed here, clc@jciusa.org. Each chapter should engage in this program. It's very easy to keep track of your success. And it's helpful to be well-rounded and engaged with your community and within your membership. So if you're looking at a screenshot of your chapter and you log in, it's right here where the red arrow is. You just click on it to participate there. And it is a simple checklist, so it is on the honor system. So you'll just check through as you do it. So as you renew your liability insurance, update your incorporation status, file your taxes, renew or revise your bylaws and policies, update the database, submit your chapter plan of action, which everyone's is due by the end of February, conduct your chapter board training, attend a state or officer training for your local chapter officers, conduct your monthly board meetings, and conduct a quarterly chapter plan review. You'll mark these off throughout the year, and you'll see here you will upload your plan of action, which we will go through that later on in our program. You can download the form to have your board help you so that it's not all you on the database. The CLC is available. So you would put your chapter name, your state, figure out your demographics, age, and then update the member database, conduct your training. So if you want to delegate some of these tasks to other board members, you can have other board members do this and turn it into you as the chapter president, and then you can submit it through the database if you want to work as a team versus having everybody conduct it on the database. You're welcome to that as well. The various deadlines throughout the year. February 28th, you should update the database, submit your plan of action, and have your officer training. April 30th, you should conduct your first quarter plan of action, renew your insurance, and file your 990. By July 31st, you should do your second quarter plan of action review, conduct government meetings, and do a new member orientation. October 31st, quarter plan of action review. And then by February of next year, you'll do your final submission of your plan of action and submit that as well. So these are the deadlines for this year. And of course, your CLC program manager will be updating you through the JCI USA Facebook page. And of course, your state president and chapter president will be updating you as well. Next, we'll go into a plan of action. So for 2018, we have some numbers to hit. So if we're going to grow as a national organization, we are going to be shooting for a 65% retention rate as a national organization, which means we'll need to retain 7,890 members for the entire year out of our 12,000 members. We need to retain about 35%, which we as a group think is possible, especially we put the intention out as building a strong relationships with our fellow existing members. So with a retention rate means a goal of recruiting about 4,350 new members. Even if a little over a third of our members were actively recruiting one new member all next year, we would hit this goal, which is pretty astonishing. That's less than 10% per quarter. So a chapter of 30 members would just need to recruit 4 of their members. 30 members just need 4 of their members to recruit 4 people, and which I know we could do more than that. So we would need to share our amazing organization with the communities that of with people that care, want to make a difference. So sure that goal sounds pretty lofty, but we can definitely make that happen. Some support tools to make that happen is a chapter plan of action. And again, this is a downloadable tool on our website. So you can download a chapter plan of action template in our library. You do have to be a member to log in to access this as part of tool and benefit of being a member. So you share this with your chapter presidents and fill this out as a team. We also recommend doing a SWOT or SOAR analysis, making SMART goals, delegating to your team, building your own annual calendar, construct a budget, act and have fun. So you plan out an action to your chapter, and it's just like the one you would do for your own business. You want to analyze your current situation by performing a SWOT or SOAR analysis, review and make SMART goals for the year based off of your results. You don't have to go big, you can start small. Make changes and see successful results, and then proceed on to more challenges and changes. You definitely want to make SMART goals, not just ones that have specific objectives and deliverables that are achievable and measurable. Use your team to the best strengths and assign them to tasks to achieve your goals. Build your annual calendar and decide if your projects are achieving your main goals as a chapter and the mission of the organization. Bring ideas and thoughts to your membership regarding potentially canceling projects, offloading them to other organizations to keep them as part of the community, or discuss how to make them better or more impactful to the goals of your chapter. Construct a budget. Figure out how much is it going to cost to make your goals happen in a year, and lay it out into the budget. A budget is a roadmap to how your plan is financially approached to your year. And of course, you want to make sure to have fun, and that your membership your members are getting the most out of their year. I want each of you to just take a second and name one goal that you have for your chapter in 2018, no matter how big or small it is, and think of that throughout the rest of this webinar. We're going to go into some membership planning. Here is a screenshot of our database and how we can make sure we're planning ahead for the future of our chapter with the membership. So you want to take it quarter by quarter, because that's how we process membership. So if you're looking at the membership processing, you will go through to each quarter, and we'll go back, and you will look at who will renew, and your prospects, and the drops, and your new members, and of course who has paid. And so that's how you will build your goals. So you'll have your plan up for renewal, your retention rate, who has renewed, who is paid, your prospects list, your dropped, and your change. And with that, you will have your percentage, and you can do your plan and your actual. You'll do this quarterly to make your goal for your chapter plan. So if you, as your team, if your plan is to grow by 1, then you would do that based on a +1 for the year. This is the 2018 goal right here that President Noel and Membership Director Justin has put together for the 25% that we discussed at the beginning. So this is what President Justin will be sharing, or excuse me, Membership Director Justin will be sharing with each of the state presidents in hopes that they will be sharing with the chapter presidents and making a prospect list and a retention rate and a new member and the drops and the change and the percentage to help you reach your goals for 2018 as far as membership, your membership goals. And if you have any questions, please reach out to him. His contact information will be at the end. So if you are having trouble with how to put together a membership plan or are unsure about what's a realistic goal for your chapter or state, please reach out to Justin and he will be happy to work one-on-one with you. Setting your goals, first you'll take your retention rate, which is the number of members to retain. So the number of members who are going to want to experience all that JCI USA has to offer. The number of members to recruit, so that's your prospect list and the marketing that you plan to do to recruit new members. And then of course your track and progress and your adjustments throughout 2018. So this is how you will set your goals for the year. And you're going to want to be realistic in how many you're going to retain, how many you're going to want to recruit, and your progress throughout the year. The membership engagement experience, immediately as you are recruiting new members, set the expectations, engage them in Passport to Civic Leadership. It's very easy. Each of our new members has a profile on JC Member, and they can participate in this program and offer them a mentor in the chapter. Communication monthly or weekly, and training within the local, state, national organizations such as these webinars. And then feedback, ask them about their experience, empower them to share their ideas on how they can improve the chapter or a project. State of mind plus relationship equals the member experience. Choose your state of mind, be positive and have fun. Make great relationships with other like-minded people and make the world a better place together. You will have these relationships for the rest of your life. One main goal of JCI USA is to shift our perspective. We are not volunteers. Of course, if you want to volunteer in picking up trash or working at a soup kitchen or a donation center, of course, that is very much appreciated and your time is very valuable there. However, as a JC member, it's like your gym membership. You are empowered to take a seat at the table with the heads of nonprofits to collaborate and develop a plan with experience of your and change your community forever. You pay a fee to be a part to improve the community. JC's is to improve your skill set and enrich your life with a community and friendship experience. So take full advantage of that with the membership fee that you pay. The key to recruitment and retention is the personal connection. Ask the young people and JC members what they are passionate about, what they get excited about in life. Then show them how they can use JC's as a catalyst to work within their passion. Always say yes. When a member approaches you with a new idea, say yes. Direct them to a PMG and have them fill it out as a process to their idea. Saying no is very disempowering, and that goes completely against the mission of our organization. Give them the keys to be successful. You want to empower the member to make a personal roadmap to being successful within our organization. So encourage them to enroll in the Passport to Civic Leadership program by directing them to jcmember.com. And of course, always recognize when they complete the degrees that are on here. It's a set of 10 steps in which a member orientates and to exactly what it means to be a JC. No more confused member, just an activation tool. Implement this in your chapter and make it fun. So with each degree, they can just get a little recognition. And then of course, when they reach the 10th degree, they get recognized on the national level by the national president. Our mission is very simple. It is to provide development opportunities that empower young people to create positive change. Every action and interaction within our organization should follow true to this main value. Be positive and empower and have fun. If that's not the case, then stop what you are doing and rethink how can we do it better and how can we empower our members. Just a few membership alternatives. We do it currently quarterly, but if that's not working for your chapter and you want something that's alternative, the national organization does a once a year membership renewal with annual dues deadlines of March 1st for all members of your chapter. And then I know a few chapters that do offer a monthly membership fee, which is like a Netflix. The chapter does have to have a PayPal set up internally in order to offer this. The national organization does not offer this. This is an alternative style that a chapter would have to choose to offer. So these are just a few alternatives that if you are seeing that the cost is becoming an issue, I know that these are two alternatives that have seemed to work for various chapters across the country. So strategic planning, you definitely want to always be looking ahead for several years down the road. So does your chapter or state have a strategic plan? If not, you should definitely look into putting together a strategic planning committee to set a long-term 5-year plan for your chapter or state. It should include past chapter or state leaders, current and future leaders, to ensure the stability and strength of your chapter. The best way to predict your future is to create it. Abraham Lincoln. You want to analyze your current situation. Use the SWOT or SOAR analysis to your current chapter situation, whether it's for this year or even just the current week. You definitely want to make SMART goals with your objective items. Build a leadership pipeline to make sure after your year is done, you have a new batch of leaders to take on your work and make things even better for the following year. Make deadlines and follow through, and make new ones if the current ones are impossible to achieve. It's no big deal, it's just a readjust. So even if you make deadlines and you don't meet them, you have 365 days. You can always readjust those deadlines to meet them at a later date. Out in the garden where we planted the seed, there's a tree as old as me.
When you own something, you care a little more.
Okay, there are a few questions, so I'm going to get to these right now. What insurance are we supposed to have? I don't think I've ever heard anyone mention that. Okay, so each chapter should file a 990 with the IRS. If you don't know what that is, and I apologize, it's been a long time since I've had to file one, reach out to Anthony Coletti. He is our national finance director, and he can help you. And if you need his contact information, you can email Justin at this email address, or you can email me, which was this email address. And either one of us can get you in touch with Anthony. But each chapter should be filing their own 990. Does that answer your question, Sheree? Double membership, that's awesome. Congratulations. 72% retention and 10% growth. That's amazing. Michigan is a little bit different because you are on the flat chapter rate. So yes, you are correct. Trimesters, y'all do have a little bit different recording, so you are correct. Is that the same as the postcard? I honestly don't know. I believe it's the same thing, but if you want to shoot me an email, I will put you in touch with Anthony just to double check to make sure that you have the correct information. Yes, that is his email address. So, yes, there it is. Are there any other questions? These are great questions, and those are some great goals up there for membership. Justin will be very happy to hear that. All right, well, if there are no more questions, thank you all very much for joining us tonight. And this will be shared tomorrow with everyone else. Have a good evening.